Becky. I live here in Portland, Oregon, and specialize in condominiums here in Portland, and have the website portlandscondos.com. I'm here today to share with you a few things that are important about looking and purchasing a condominium here in Portland. One of the first things I talk with my clients about is a neighborhood they might be interested in. We have some great Portland condominium neighborhoods here, including the Pearl District, Northwest Nob Hill, Downtown Cultural District, South Waterfront, and some close in East Side neighborhoods that are also wonderful. So depending on what's important to you in the location of the neighborhood, such as transportation, being close to boutiques and shops and coffee and restaurants, or perhaps you want to be close to work so you can walk or ride your bicycles. Those are all the things to consider about when you think about the neighborhood that you might want to be interested in. And then you might want to think about the size and amenities you're looking for in condominiums. Many of our condominiums here are one bedroom. We do have several studios and 2 bedrooms, but the majority is 1 bedroom. So when I have a client who is thinking about a 2-bedroom condominium, I often suggest to them that they might want to look at the 1 bedroom, just in case it has a den that might work, so as not to rule out a great possibility for you. The other thing to think about if you're a pet owner, many of our neighborhoods have great parks, such as the Fields and Jameson Square here in the Pearl District, Forest Park, and Northwest Nob Hill, and downtown has South Waterfront Park. Downtown has South Park blocks. So there's many great parks here, and of course we are dog lovers here in Portland, Oregon. And the other thing is the view, or the sun exposure. So if you're in a building, on the east side of the building, you might have a view of the mountains and sunrise. If you're on the east side, you might perhaps have a view of the West Hills and sunset. If you're in the Pearl District, on the south side of the building, you might have a view of downtown Portland. And then of course we have some great condominium buildings that have nice views of the Willamette River, such as South Waterfront Pearl, River Place, Riverscape, down in South Waterfront, John Ross, Strand, and Atwater. Many of those have great views of the river. The other thing you might think about is if you're buying a condominium here in Portland to rent out, possibly you're going to retire here but not quite ready, you want to rent it out, or perhaps you're an investor wanting to have an investment here. So many of our buildings here have in the bylaws a percentage cap of non-owner occupied units, typically 25 to 30%. So what I do during the viewing process is if you like a building, I would check with the property management company to see where they are currently with their non-owner occupied caps on that. The other thing many clients ask me about is the HOA dues. HOA dues varies from building to building. It depends on the age, how many units are in the buildings, the amenities such as concierge service. So it's basically what it costs to run a building, plus money put into reserves for unexpected or for things that will come up, such as roof repairs, painting, etc. So all your HOA dues do include, for most of them, the water, garbage, sewer, and then insurance and property management. And then some do also include cable, concierge service, and gas. So I always tell my clients to think of HOAs as what it costs to run a building. Similar to if you ran your house, you would save money for, like your roof repairs and gutters and all that. The condominium HOAs has a reserve set up for those. So that's, because it is a non-profit thing, it's ran by the homeowners in the building. The other thing, during a transaction, one of the first things we ask for is the HOA documents, especially the minutes. We ask for you typically 6 months to a year of minutes, because we want to make sure there's no issues happening in the building, and it usually starts with conversation in the minutes to make sure, so you don't have any surprises. We want to find out, how the building's doing on that. So these are just a few things to consider in buying condominiums. There's many, many questions, many things, and feel free to send me an email or give me a call if you have questions or you'd like to view anything. I'd be happy to assist you and help you if you're interested in purchasing a condominium here in Portland, Oregon.